Today we're taking a look at the Brio Vento. Now obviously I've not been using this for my head hair since I don't have any, which means I've been using it for my mustache in combination with a round brush. And of course I did use it to blow dry my short beard as well. I found that having the multiple selections on it from 90 to 250 was very nice, as I was able to control how warm I wanted my mustache to get. And I usually landed on either 140 or 190 for my mustache. That is at least when I was drying it to train those hairs. I found that if I went higher than that, the mustache just got a little bit too warm and I was afraid that I was going to end up drying it out too much. I also like the multiple selections of the speed, as when I am curling my mustache, I don't necessarily want a full blast air. I like to have a little bit more control, and therefore the lower speed was definitely just about always what I ended up using. However, when it came to my beard, that was a completely different situation, and I would crank that speed up as high as I could go and just blow out as much water as quickly as I could. And when I was using a stronger hold wax, I ended up using the Brio, of course, to warm that up as well. And I found that the Brio did a fairly decent job of warming it up quickly so that I could apply it without having to sit there for several minutes. However, I did find that if I was on the 250 setting and doing that, I had to be very careful, as that heat transfers to the outside tin fairly quickly and definitely got my fingers a little bit warm. Now when the wax was in the stash, it was really nice to be able to warm it up a little bit and once again be able to have a nice range of selection of how warm I wanted that wax to get, as well as once I had the wax right where I wanted it, or the hair right where I wanted it, just to be able to hit that cool button real quick and cool down that wax to help lock it into place was definitely a nice feature when using the Brio Vento. Now, although I didn't think that I needed to, I did take the outer filter as well as the inner filter off a couple of times just to see if there was anything on it. There wasn't. Maybe a little piece of dust, and that's about it. And I didn't have any problems with the filter at all coming off or getting loose throughout my use of the Vento. However, that doesn't mean that there is nothing to talk about those filters. And that has to do with the back of the box saying that there's an auto cleaning mode that you should be able to reverse the fan blade to blow out the filters. I didn't see any button on the Vento itself to be able to do so, so I went ahead and picked out the manual. I looked through it pretty well once, looked through it even another time more carefully, and then I pretty much read this thing front to back, and I cannot find where it says how to reverse the fan blades. So is that a real thing or not? I honestly can't tell you, or maybe I'm just dumb and don't know how to do it. Now there is a little black rubber piece above here that I have tried to press in with my fingers as well as with a pen, and I can't get it to do anything different. So I'm not real sure. I think that might just be a screw hole cover up or something. So I would like to know if that's actually a thing or not. Now one feature that I would like to see is a way to store this or travel with this a little bit better. Now granted, I don't do a lot of traveling, but if I'm spending as much as I am on the Vento, I want to be able to bring this thing with me because, well, I'm not going to want this plus a travel one, or to have to use one of those that is in the hotels. So I would like it if somehow the handle would fold down or maybe detachable or something. I'm not real sure. I'm not an expert at blow dryers or how this thing was made, but it would definitely be nice to have another way to make it a little bit more compact than carrying it in its fairly large carrying case. The Vento did come with these two attachments for, I'm guessing, kind of straightening the hair or something. I'm not really sure, but I couldn't find a use for it in my situation. So I'm sure that these work just fine. The air comes out of them just fine in a flatter manner. So I'm sure that these are working as they should, in case if you were wondering. So do I think that buying a Vento is a wise decision for a guy that just has a mustache that wants to use it with their wax? Well, to be completely honest with you, probably not. However, having the Vento around over my other blow dryer was definitely a plus. So, if you can make it a gift for yourself as well as your significant other and give them a nice upgrade to their blow dryer, I would say it's probably worth the money. Otherwise, just about any $20 blow dryer will probably be able to get you what you need to do up a mustache. Now what if you have more than a mustache and you've got a great big beard? Well, in that case, I think that the Vento would do a pretty darn good job, especially on that thicker under neck hair, to really be able to control how much air is getting into the beard, as well as that heat option will really be able to help you dry out that beard nicely. Down in the comments, let me know if you would consider getting the Vento for yourself or a significant other. And while you're down there, go ahead and let me know if you would like me to search out the blow dryer for men's grooming specifically. And of course, if you'd like to know more about Brio's products that I've reviewed, go ahead and check out this playlist up here. Down below, that's going to be a video that you may enjoy as well. Until next time, as always, you have a good one.